أهلا بيكم مرة ثالثة في كورس اللغة الإنجليزية الخاص بمعادلة كلية التجارة جامعة القاهرة للعام الأكاديمي 2020. الكورس إعداد الأستاذ الدكتور أماني وجيه وقراءة هبة بكري من قسم اللغة الإنجليزية بكلية الآداب جامعة القاهرة. في درس النهاردة we are going to discuss a passage that is entitled My Family's Bakery, and we are going to explain and answer together exercises on countables and uncountables. So let's read the title again. My Family's Bakery. Do I have any verbs here? No. Do I have any adjectives or adverbs? No. Do I have any pronouns? Yes. My, the possessive my, and I have two nouns, family and bakery. مخبز عائلتي. So this passage is going to talk about my family and the bakery they have. My family lives in Mansoura. Every member of the family works together in the family's bakery. My father, mother, and brother are bakers. They begin work every day at 4 in the morning. My family's bakery is famous in Mansoura, and everybody comes to the bakery to buy their bread and cakes. My sister and her husband work in the bakery too. Their daughter, Judy, is only 6 years old and plays in the bakery. She is our future baker. Okay, how do you find this passage? Do you find it easy or difficult? I think it's easy. My family, أسرتي. And as you know, a family consists usually of a father, أب, a mother, and children, أطفال. We also have grandparents and grandparents. We have grandfathers and grandmothers. We have uncles and we have aunts. And as you know, in English, the word aunt, or as pronounced in English, in American English, aunt, means عمة أو خالة. And the word uncle means عم أو خال. We also have brothers, أخوات أشقاء ولاد, and we have sisters, شقيقات. So my family consists of father and mother only. I don't have brothers or sisters. What about your family? Okay, back to our passage. My family lives in Mansoura. Every member of the family works together in the family's bakery. Every member means what? عضو. كل عضو من أعضاء الأسرة بيعملوا مع بعض في مخبز العائلة. Family's bakery. My father, mother, and brother are bakers. Bakers. Okay, so I have the verb bake, B-A-K-E, bake. I have the noun baker, خباز, and the noun bakery, مخبز. They begin work every day at 4 in the morning. بيبتدوا الشغل كل يوم الساعة 4 الصبح. My family's bakery is famous in Mansoura. and everybody comes to the bakery to buy their bread and cakes. مخبز عائلتي مشهور في المنصورة وكل الناس بتيجي تشتري الخبز والكيك. My sister and her husband work in the bakery too. أختي وزوجها بيشتغلوا في البيكري في المخبز برضو. أيضا too يعني أيضا. Their daughter Judy is only 6 years old. بنتهم جودي عندها 6 سنين and plays in the bakery وبتلعب في المخبز. She is our future baker. هي خبازة المستقبل. Okay, this is a very easy passage. Okay, what you're seeing in front of you now is a family tree. A family tree to understand the family members in English. So as you can see, at the very top, we have great grandfather and great grandmother. These are the fathers and mother, the father and mother of our grandfather and grandmother. And the grandmother's sister would be great aunt, and the brother would be great uncle. Then we have grandfather and grandmother, الجد والجدة. يبقى great grandfather and great grandmother معناها أبو أو الجد والجدة. بعدين عندي grandfather and grandmother الجد والجدة. Then I have uncle عم أو خال. aunt عم أو خالة. father أب. mother Then father and mother, they have me, myself. I am the husband and she is the wife. husband يعني زوج, wife زوجة. As you can see, you can actually check your dictionaries for the meanings of these words, but I guess it's clear enough for you. nephew ابن الأخ أو ابن الأخت. niece بنت الأخ أو بنت الأخت. daughter-in-law son-in-law. This is when your son gets married to a daughter, his wife will be your daughter-in-law, and when your daughter gets married, her husband will be your son-in-law. It's very easy, just focus. نركز بس كده ونتفرج على كل كلمة ونعرف معناها والعلاقات ما بينهم عاملة ازاي. اوكي، نرجع للقطعة بتاعتنا. My family lives in Tanta. True or false? My family owns a famous bakery. Only my sister and her husband work in the bakery. Judy always spoils the bread and cakes. يعني ايه spoils؟ spoils يعني يفسد. وممكن لو بتكلم عن بني آدم أقول he is spoiled يبقى معناها متدلع. لكن لما أتكلم على شيء يبقى معناها فاسد. Our bakery closes at 4 in the morning. True or false? Yes. So my family actually lives in Mansoura, not Tanta. My family owns a famous bakery. True. Only my sister and her husband work in the bakery. False. Everybody works in the bakery. Judy always spoils the bread and cakes. بتبوظ الخبز والكعك. False. Our bakery closes at 4 in the morning. Closes بيقفل. False. Now, sentence structure. What do we mean by sentence structure? Sentence structure هو بناء الجملة، تكوين الجملة. ازاي بعمل جملة في الانجليش؟ زي ما قلنا في المحاضرة الأولى هي بتتكون من فاعل وفاعل ومفعول، أو فاعل وفعل وأحيانا ما بحتاجش مفعول. زي في أول مثال birds fly، الطيور تطير. مش محتاجة مفعول به هنا. لكن لما أقول cats eat، القطط تأكل، تأكل إيه؟ mice، الفئران، هبقى محتاجة هنا object. فترتيب الجملة في اللغة الإنجليزية subject verb object. Birds fly, cats eat mice, a doctor treats people, the young nurse called the busy doctor. ولازم الجملة تبتدي capital letter وتنتهي يا إما full stop يا question mark يا exclamation mark زي ما شرحنا المحاضرة اللي فاتت. Which of the following sentences is correct? Rewrite the wrong ones. Math is a difficult subject. Students, hard workers, are noisy. Math is a difficult subject. عندي math subject is verb. A difficult subject is a complement, or let's say the other part, what completes the meaning. الحساب هو أو يكون مادة صعبة. Do we have anything missing here؟ في حاجة ناقصة هنا؟ لا. هل الترتيب مظبوط وصحيح في الإنجليش؟ subject وبعدين الverb صحيح. يبقى this sentence is correct. Let's read the following one. Students, hard workers. Students, hard workers. What is missing here? What is missing is the most important part of speech in English. We said before that any sentence must have what? Must have a verb, right? A verb. The verb is missing. So what kind of verb can I put here? Think about it. The last one, are noisy. Who are noisy? Where is the subject? فين الفاعل؟ مين اللي عامل الدوشة؟ It's missing. ناقص مش موجود صح؟ يبقى I need here what? A subject. Okay, so number 3 and 4 needs to be corrected. How can we correct them? By adding verb to be. Verb to be, students are hard workers, and adding subject, children are noisy. Okay, so if you get a question like this in the exam, think of subject, verb, object and see what is missing. Okay, is it a complete meaning؟ هل عندي معنى كامل هنا ولا في حاجة ناقصة؟ Another way it can come in the exam ممكن يجي بصورة تانية بصورة ترتيب. Rewrite the following scrambled sentences correctly. نرتب الكلمات دي ونطلع منها جمل. In high, people, buildings use elevators. The girl, the apple, took. Baby is crying. The Mona, a little brother, has. Doctor is my brother. Tomorrow dinner will have we in Costa. Takes the bus he every day. Okay, let's do it together. In number 1, in high, people, buildings use elevators. أنا عندي هنا كان كلمة 4 كلمات أو 4 أجزاء صح؟ 5. I must start with a subject, فاعل, and then a verb. The easiest thing to know here is the verb لأني عندي only one verb. فين الverb؟ use. يعني إيه use؟ يستخدم. Excellent. يبقى أنا محتاجة أقول وعندي people يبقى أكيد البيبل هم اللي هيستخدموا. مش معقولة البيلدينجز هتستخدم ولا الاليفيترز. buildings يعني مباني والاليفيترز يعني أيوة مصاعد. يبقى هبتدي ب people. People use elevators ولا buildings؟ use elevators in high buildings. شفتوا سهلة ازاي؟ ابتدي بالverb وهعرف مين السبجكت ومين الأوبجكت. Number 5. The girl the apple took. فين الverb؟ took. took يعني ايه؟ يعني أخد. طيب يبقى أقول the girl took the apple ولا the apple took the girl؟ مين اللي هياخد التاني؟ Of course the girl took the apple. Baby is crying the. دي سهلة قوي بقى. أنا عندي the دي article صح؟ article اللي هي زي في العربي عندنا الألف لام. يبقى هحطها قبل إيه؟ قبل الverb ولا قبل noun؟ أكيد قبل noun. هقول الطفل يبقى the baby is crying. منى a little brother has. منى has a little brother. ينفع أقول a little brother has منى؟ Of course not. Doctor is my brother a. My brother is a doctor. Tomorrow dinner will have we in Costa. Tomorrow we will have dinner in Costa. أو we will have dinner tomorrow in Costa. And the last one, takes the bus he every day. He takes the bus every day. يبقى لما يبقى عندي adverb of time أو frequency، الادverbs عادي ممكن هتبقى في أول الجملة أو في آخرها، بالذات adverbs of time and frequency. Sorry, time, only time, yes. So this is the answer. As you can see in number 9, you can say we will have dinner tomorrow in Costa, or tomorrow we will have dinner in Costa, or we will have dinner in Costa tomorrow. The word tomorrow is very flexible and we can use it freely in the sentence. ممكن نحطها في أي حتة. بكرة هنروح هنتعشى في كوستا، هنتعشى بكرة في كوستا، هنتعشى في كوستا بكرة. So the vocabulary: baker خباز، bakery مخبز، spoils يفسد أو يدلع، nurse ممرضة، busy مشغول، noisy عامل دوشة، hard working جاد في عمله أو بيشتغل كويس، expensive غالي، cheap. Of course the opposite of expensive is cheap. يبقى cheap رخيص. Choose the correct answer. I haven't seen the car coming. The underlined word is a. كلمة car هنا نوعها ايه؟ verb, adjective, adverb or noun? Yes. Mobiles are harmful to the eyes. They are harmful. عندي اهي it's a word that comes after verb to be and it describes something. ايه نوع الكلمة اللي احنا قلنا انه بيوصف الكلام التاني؟ بيوصف noun مش بيوصف adjective ولا adverb ولا verb، بيوصف noun. يبقى ايه؟ Giza is a governorate in Egypt. طبعا ده اسهل حاجة. So car noun، harmful adjective, is verb. Now we talk about countable and uncountable nouns. When we talked about nouns, الأسماء, we talked about different types of nouns. One type or one way of describing nouns is to say whether this noun is countable or uncountable. Countable is the word countable means is an adjective معناها حاجة بتتعد. Okay, from count يعد. Countables and uncountables حاجات ما بتتعدش. As you can see in this picture احنا ممكن نعد sandwiches, apples, eggs, cookies, carrots, peas, grapes, peanuts, pancakes, onion. But it will be extremely difficult to count bread. احنا منقولش عيش واحد وعيشتين وثلاثة عيش، صح؟ بنقول a loaf of bread. A loaf of bread. بنقول 1 kilo of fruit. Right? Juice. We don't 2 bottles of juice. 1 kilo of meat. A jar or a glass or a bottle of milk. إذن we have words that we can count. We can say a, and other words that we can't count and we can't use a, because as I said before, a means one thing. Okay? Okay, let's classify words here, drag and drop the words into countables and uncountables. Sandwiches, fruit, salad, crisps, biscuits, water, cheese, fizzy drink, sausages, eggs, meat, fish, potatoes, beans, bananas, onions, strawberries, carrots, bread, rice and chocolate. ايه الكلمات؟ الكلمات كلها اعتقد انها واضحة ومعروفة بالنسبة لكم. ساندويتش، فاكهة، سلطة، مقرمشات، بسكتس، بسكويت، ووتر، مية، تشيز، جبنة، فيزي درينك زي الصودا، sausages، سجق، eggs، بيض، meat، لحمة، fish، سمك، potatoes، بطاطس، beans، فول، bananas، موز، onions، بصل، strawberries، فراولة، carrots، جزر، bread، عيش، rice، رز، chocolate، شوكولاتة. زي ما انتم شايفين في كلمات كتيرة احنا اوريدي بنستخدمها، احنا بالفعل بنستخدمها في العربي ومتاخدة من الانجليش، او العكس كلمات في الانجليش متاخدة من العربي. طيب هو الاكسرسايز ده سهل جدا لان اوريدي الحاجات اللي اخرها اس اكيد هي countable، صح؟ لانها حاجات بتتعد. So I leave you to put this drop. هناخد الكلمات ونحطها في تحت ال uncountables أو countables. Countables زي sandwiches, crisps, biscuits, sausages, eggs, potatoes. لكن ال uncountables زي fruit, salad, water, fizzy drink, meat, fish. دايما هبقى محتاجة كلمة زيادة عشان أحدد لو عايزة أقول مثلا كام سمكة أو قد إيه لحمة، مش هحتاج كلمة في الأول. أو الكيلو 2 kilos 1 piece 2 pieces. Okay. So countable nouns. Countable nouns are easy to recognize. They are things that we can count. نقدر نعدهم. For example, pen. We can count pens. We can have 1, 2, 3 or more pens, right? Countable nouns can be singular or plural. ممكن تبقى مفرد أو جمع. My dog is playing. My dogs are hungry. We can use the indefinite article a or an with countable nouns. A dog is an animal. لأن احنا قلنا إن a غالبا بيبقى معناها ما عدا في التعريفات، يعني هنا it's an animal هو تعريف، بس أنا ما أقول a dog بيبقى معناها كلب واحد بس. فا معناها بستخدمها لما أقول على حاجة countable، حاجة بتتعد، إنها حاجة واحدة بس. When a countable noun is singular, we must use a word like a, the, my, this with it. I want an orange. Give me the orange. Where is my orange? This is my orange. This orange is mine. يبقى لازم هستخدم أداة من الأدوات اللي بتعرف noun ده بأن هو countable. Okay, now what about if I want to express quantity? Large quantity or yes, small quantity. Large يعني كبيرة أو كتيرة و small كمية قليلة. لو أنا بتكلم على كمية كبيرة وفي البوزيتيف في الافيرماتيف يعني يوجد كمية كبيرة أقدر أستخدم a lot of. There's a lot of water here. There's a lot of fish in the sea. There's a lot of fruit on the table. This is with the uncountable, and they can use it with the countable. There are a lot of people here. There are a lot of pens on the table. I have read a lot of books. Okay? But if I want to ask a question or use it in the negative, I am going to use two different words. Many for the countable. How many books have you read? And in the negative, I haven't read many books. While with the uncountable, I use much. How much water have you drunk? I haven't drunk much water. This is with the large quantities. Okay, what about small quantities? For the small quantities, I use a few for the countable and a little for the uncountable. A few for the countable, like I have read a few books. I haven't read a few books. Have you read a few books? And with the uncountable, I use a little. I have drunk a little water today. I haven't drunk a little water today. Have you drunk a little water today? And I can always use also any with both. But like I have a lot of large quantity with both, I use any when I want to question, do you have any money? Have you drunk any water? Okay. And however, when a countable noun is plural, we can use it alone. We say, I like oranges. Bottles can break. I don't need to put any articles before it. We can use quantifiers such as a few and many with countable nouns. I've got a few dollars. I haven't got many pens. And we have just explained this. Uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns are substances, concepts, زي الأفكار، زي الحاجات الغير ملموسة، زي الحاجات اللي هي ما بتتعدش عموما. That we cannot divide into separate elements. ما نعرفش نقسمها لحاجات مختلفة عن بعضها أو منفصلة عن بعضها. We cannot count them. For example, we cannot count milk. We can count bottles of milk, liters of milk, but we cannot count milk itself. We usually treat countable nouns as singular. We use a singular verb, for example. This news is very important. Your luggage looks heavy. Luggage يعني شنط السفر. كلها على بعض أنا بتعامل على إن هي كأنها حاجة واحدة. Okay? فأقول looks heavy. News, the word news we said before that news هي آخرها S بس هي singular. We do not usually use the indefinite article a or an with uncountable nouns. We cannot say an information or a music. زي ما قلنا a معناها حاجة واحدة فما ينفعش استخدمها مع uncountables. استخدمها بس مع الcountables. لكن لو عايزة أقول إنه عندي خبر واحد مش أخبار هقول a piece of news, a bottle of water, a grain of rice. حبة رز. We can use quantifiers such as some and any with uncountable nouns. I've got some money. Have you got any rice? We can use a little and much with uncountable nouns. I've got a little money. I haven't got much rice. And this table explains them all. Some is used with plural, uncountable, affirmative. Any, plural, uncountable, interrogative and negative. A lot of, plural, uncountable, affirmative. Much, uncountable, interrogative, negative. Many, plural, interrogative, negative. Little, uncountable, affirmative. A few, because we can say little and a little. Few and a few. والفرق بينهم إنه a little و a few فيها معنى positive أكتر من little و few. Plural and affirmative. A and an is used with the singular, affirmative, interrogative, negative. Okay? And in class we will have more exercises on this. Let's answer this exercise now. Please pause the video and try to answer this exercise on your own. هسيبكم تحاولوا تحلوا الاكسرسايز ده لوحدكم. Many and much, a few and a little. How apples are there on the table. يبقى شفنا اهو في السؤال بستخدم many أو much. لكن احنا قلنا many بيبقى مع ال countables و much مع ال uncountables. طيب apples هتاخد many ولا much؟ Yes. How many apples are there on the table? I want to buy a new sports car, but I only have a few or a little money. Money countable ولا uncountable? Uncountable. Okay, تبقى a few ولا a little? A little money. There are space people waiting outside the theater. There are many for the countable. هقدر أعدهم ولا ما بيتعدوش؟ الناس أكيد بتتعد، الأشخاص، لأنه the singular of people is person. يبقى there are many people waiting outside. Number 4. How many times did the phone ring before you answered it? رن كام مرة؟ فأنا أقدر أعدهم، صح؟ I have space friends who live in other countries. Friends الأصدقاء أقدر أعدهم ولا لأ؟ أقدر أعدهم. تبقى many ولا much؟ Many. I have many friends who live in other countries. How sugar did you buy at the supermarket? sugar سكر. هل أنا أقدر أعد السكر؟ أقول سكراية، سكرتين، 3 سكاكر؟ Of course not. So how much sugar? Do you usually drink very space coffee in the morning? Yes, much coffee. القهوة على بعضها هقدر أعدها؟ لا. لو أنا بقول cups of coffee تتعد، لكن القهوة نفسها is uncountable, so it takes much. There wasn't food in the kitchen. food الأكل في المطلق كده، الأكل ينفع أقول أكلاية، أكلتين، 3 أكلات؟ لا، لأن أنا هنا بتكلم عن مفهوم الأكل نفسه بشكل عام. Okay, so food will take much. There wasn't much food. I had lots of free time, so I read books. Can we count books? Yes, we can. Then, so I read a few books during the holiday. And I'll leave you to do the rest on your own because I trust you. Use a or some. As we said before, we use a with countable nouns only. with countable nouns only لأن معناها واحد. There is rice in the cupboard. cupboard يعني الدولاب، دولاب المطبخ مثلا. There is postman coming on the door. postman رجل البريد. There is bathroom upstairs. There is computer in the office. office يعني مكتب. There is oil on the floor. زيت على الأرض. So the answers will be there is some rice in the cupboard because I can't say a rice. There is a postman, there is a bathroom, there is a computer, but there is some oil. يبقى why did I say some? Because rice and oil are uncountables. ما اقدرش أعدهم. Okay, use a little or a few. Are there any bags of rice? Yes, there are. bags. ما قلناش rice بس bags. هقدر أعد الباجز؟ أقدر أعد. يبقى هتاخد إيه؟ A little or a few. Yes. Are there any boxes of cereal? Again, we are talking about the boxes. أقدر أعدها؟ Yes. أقدر أعدها. Is there any oil in the bottles? Yes, there is. اوكي بتكلم بسأل عن الزيت اللي جوه الازايز. هل لسه في زيت؟ الزيت نفسه هيبقى countable ولا uncountable؟ Is there any pasta in the bowl؟ في اي مكرونه؟ المكرونه هل انا بقدر اعدها مكرونايه ولا هي كلها على بعضها؟ Are there any cans of apple juice؟ cans في عدد من الكانز، بتكلم على cans. وهنلاحظ طبعا ان الحاجات uncountable هتبقى singular والحاجات countable هتبقى plural. يعني bags of rice, boxes of cereal, cans of apple juice. كل دي حاجات بتتعد. الكانز، الباجز، البوكسز بتتعد، فهتاخد a few. لكن pasta, oil ما بيتعدش، فياخدوا a little. Now, we are going to discuss quickly basic in punctuation rules. زي ما اتفقنا علامات الترقيم مهمة جدا في اللغة الإنجليزية. أي جملة لازم تبتدي بكابيتال letter. بس كده؟ لا مش بس كده. في حالات تانية بستخدم فيها الكابيتال letter واتكلمنا عنها قبل كده زي ال proper noun. ما بنيجي نكتب اسمنا ما بنكتبوش small letters. أول حرف دايما بيبقى capital letter من اسم الأب، اسم الجد، كل الأسماء لازم تبقى كده. طيب so the first letter of a sentence always needs to be in capital. يبقى قلنا أول حرف سواء في جملة أو في سؤال لازم يكون capitalized in capital letter. The first letter of a proper noun, name of a person, place, days of the week, months of the year, holidays, always needs to be in capital. كل أسماء العلم زي Friday, Michael, Faculty of Commerce. The first letter of each word in a title has to be capitalized. فأي عنوان، عنوان كتاب، عنوان مجلة، عنوان كتاب، مقصود هنا title عنوان كتاب مش عنوان address. اوكي، title العنوان زي عنوان الدرس دايما بيكون أول حرف capital letter. And of course the pronoun I meaning myself, it's always capital. I like pizza. Okay, so these are the rules for the capital letter capitalization. Now the period means the full stop. بس يعني period is the American word for it. Okay, it's also known as a full stop. It marks the end of a sentence. بعرف إنها نهاية sentence. أنه sentence إحنا خدناها already, right? Declarative and imperative sentences. The exclamation mark at the end of the exclamatory sentence. And we have here an important note. We have already said it before. If the sentence is uttered with strong emotions, the exclamation mark shows is a must. Question mark at the end of the interrogative sentence. Comma, separate two adjectives. like it was a cute fluffy cat. When I have two adjectives I may put a comma. Introducing a person لما أكون بكرر حاجة، يعني أقول أنا قابلت أخويا الكبير اللي هو سامح، هي سامح هي أخويا الكبير، يبقى أحطها between commas, 2 commas. is 29 years old. سواء كده my older brother سامح أو سامح my older brother. Use a comma to separate the day of the month from the year. And use a comma when you start the sentence with a word that indicates time, such as today or last week. Correct the following sentences. I play the guitar and drums and flute. Today I met my friend Mustafa at the mall. What's missing here? First of all, number 1 or 3 here. I play the guitar and drums and flute. What's wrong here? I can't say by any means and like this. في اللغة العربية بنقول و لكن في اللغة الإنجليزية بنقول الكلمة comma. If I have a list of words, I use comma and just and at the end before the last word. So I'd say I play the guitar, comma, drums, comma أو من غير comma and flute. Today, what's missing? Today, yes, a comma. I met my friend Mustafa at the mall. What's also missing here? A full stop. When I gave my sister the present, she was extremely happy. What's missing? My friend Caroline is in my class. Caroline is written in small letters and something is wrong here. So this is the correction. The last lesson in this lecture, the last grammar lesson, is about definite and indefinite articles. In Arabic, we just have alif lam or nothing. But in English, we have, instead of nothing, we have a and an. And sometimes we don't have an article at all. Articles modify nouns. In English has 2 articles, the and a or an. The is used to refer to specific or particular nouns, while a or an is used to modify non-specific or non-particular nouns. We call the definite article and a or an the indefinite article. The definite article and indefinite article means what? Means we are talking about anything. Give me a book. اديني كتاب. أي كتاب. Give me a bag. اديني شنطة. أي شنطة. But when I say give me the book, it means you know what I mean. اديني الكتاب. So let's read the book. خلينا نقرأ الكتاب. لكن let's read a book. خلونا نقرأ أي كتاب. كتاب وخلاص. Okay? The definite article is used before singular and plural nouns, countable and uncountable. The girls have just arrived. The girl has just arrived. The information you told me was not right. Uncountable nouns are always singular. And we already said that before. While and can be used only with countable nouns in singular form. I need a bottle of water. I have an orange. I'd like piece of cake. I bought umbrella. Umbrella is green. Yesterday I had lunch in Chinese restaurant. Restaurant was near the office. Let's do this one together. I'd like. أنا دلوقتي معزومة أو أنا في مطعم وعايزة أطلب قطعة من الكيك. هقول قطعة معينة هم عارفينها ولا هقول قطعة وخلاص؟ Exactly. I'd like a piece of cake. عايزة قطعة من الكيك. I bought umbrella. هل أنا اشتريت شمسية معينة بعينها ولا أنا بقول أنا امبارح اشتريت شمسية. شمسية على طول، يبقى I bought an umbrella. The umbrella، خلاص بقى أنا عرفت أنا بتكلم عن إيه. الشمسية دي the umbrella is green، كانت خضرة. Yesterday I had lunch in a Chinese restaurant. امبارح اتغديت في مطعم صيني. The restaurant was near the office. المطعم ده خلاص بقيت عارفة بتكلم عن ايه، بقول the restaurant was near the office. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you so much and see you in the next lecture. Bye bye.